Today, returning to us is one of our attorney mediators, Michael Hughes. Welcome back, Michael.
Thanks, Suzanne.
Yeah. Michael, you're going to talk about the importance, some important tips about choosing an actual divorce mediation firm or divorce mediator, correct?
Yes, that's what I wanted to talk about today.
One of the things that's um, seems to be really important is this looks like it's one of the most important decisions from the very get-go that you need to make as a couple, right?
Absolutely, it's a key decision for a couple to make when they're deciding if they want to go through mediation rather than litigation. And really, one of the most important things that they have to determine is if is the mediator someone that they trust, because really choosing a mediator is you're choosing someone both of you feel that they can work with. So is that person trustworthy for both of you? And then one of the most important things for you to look at as well is the person's experience, because you don't want to get someone who just has mediation as a side job or mediation as something that they've just done for a couple of months. You want someone who has experience in doing mediation and experience in divorce and divorce law. And that's something that's important for people if they're in making this decision. And as you said, it's one of the most important decisions that they're going to make in going through this process.
So could you tell us a little bit more about what experience should we be looking for? Because that seemed like a key
Well,
point.
yeah, and the one thing that you have to look for, and you want the mediator to tell you this, is what they have done in their past, in their history. Have they done litigation? Have they done divorce litigation? Have they done divorce mediation? And for the length of period that they've done it. Again, you don't want someone who's done it for just a brief period of time. The more experience that someone has, the better that they're going to be able to help you and assist you through the process. And that's really, again, one of the most important things that you can look at going through this.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, what else?
Well, and the other thing too is the vast majority of people who handle mediations, it's the pricing that people do, and a lot of mediators, myself included, Alpha Center included, is they work with mediation on a flat fee basis. And when you talk to litigators and people who do litigation, there's retainers and there's billable hours that are involved. That's not something that we do in mediation for the vast majority of people who do mediation. It's a flat fee basis. So there's a savings there for people who are going through a very difficult process. And that's a benefit to people who can do this and who can work with each other going through the mediation process. There can be a money savings for them in doing it through mediation. And again, with an experienced mediator. So that's, again, a benefit for people doing it through the mediation process.
So with building that trust, having that experience, but in addition, I think there'd be a lot less stress if you're not spending all the money that you would be.
Oh, absolutely. And I can't guarantee you that there's not going to be, you know, angst and some emotion going through the mediation process. But in mediation, it's much less than it is going through litigation. Litigation, you're attacking the other person in many ways. In mediation, you're trying to work with the person in coming to an agreement or coming to a deal. In what you're doing. So it's lessened, that angst, that emotion, that anger that may be there. It's lessened in going through mediation. So that's another benefit in doing the process through mediation.
Right, right. What is there anything else?
I believe those are the main topics that we wanted to cover today.
Okay. So just to summarize, well, let's go back to the trust issue. I thought that was so big because we have to feel like we can really trust somebody when we're going to be putting all of our personal information out there, right?
That's absolutely true, and that's one of the things too, that the mediator is someone who is working again with both of you going through the process, but the information, everything that you're telling someone is confidential, and we're keeping that all within the mediation process itself.
And it makes sense too, because there are so many emotions present. I really, both of you would have to feel like you really trust this person. This person has experience. They have our best interest for both of us, and they're looking for a um, fair ending. I think that's
Absolutely, absolutely. A
Mhm.
fair outcome for both people. And that's one thing people do. I explain to people coming through this process, you're coming in with your whole world. You're going to walk out with a piece of it. But we want to make sure that both of you are comfortable with what you're walking out with as well.
That's a great summary. It really is. That just puts it right there. And also, I love that you just gave 3 points, like trust, experience, and what was the third one? Trying to
It was
remember.
cost as well.
The flat fee.
Yeah.
The flat fee versus litigation. 3 tips, 3 short tips, but 3 easy to understand and remember. Speaking with Michael about this, Michael Hughes, or speaking to someone at the Alpha Center for Divorce Mediation, they are there waiting for you. 1-800-310-9085.